November 959 Papa Oscar, request permission to cross runway 17. Canberra ground, Category 908, ready for pushback. November 959 Papa Oscar, hold position. Category 908, pushback approved. Pushback approved. Category 908, holding position. November 959 Papa Oscar. Canberra ground, United 965, ready to taxi. United 965, taxi to runway 35, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 35, United 965. I'm sorry, 25 Charlie Bravo. Thank you, good day, 25 Charlie Bravo. Canberra ground, Category 908, ready to taxi to runway 35. Category 908, taxi to runway 35, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 35, Category 908, November 959 Papa Oscar, cross runway 35. Crossing runway 35, November 959 Papa Oscar. November 959 Papa Oscar, cross runway 30. Crossing runway 30, November 959 Papa Oscar. November 959 Papa Oscar, request permission to cross runway 30. November 959 Papa Oscar, cross runway 30. Crossing runway 30, November 959 Papa Oscar. Canberra ground, Qantas link 8400, ready for pushback. Qantas link 8400, pushback approved. Pushback approved. Qantas link 8400. Canberra ground, Qantas link 8400, ready to taxi. Qantas link 8400, taxi to runway 35, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 35, Qantas link 8400. Canberra ground, New Zealand 357 heavy, request taxi to parking. New Zealand 357 heavy, taxi to parking. Taxiing to parking, New Zealand 357 heavy. Canberra ground, Delta 3229 heavy, request taxi to parking. Delta 3229 heavy, taxi to parking. Taxiing to parking, Delta 3229 heavy. New Zealand 357 heavy, request permission to cross runway 35. New Zealand 357 heavy, hold position. Holding position, New Zealand 357 heavy. Canberra ground, November 822 Papa X-ray Super, ready for pushback. November 822 Papa X-ray Super, pushback approved. Pushback approved. November 822 Papa X-ray Super. Canberra Tower, November 959 Papa Oscar, ready for takeoff at runway 35, remaining in the pattern. Canberra Tower, Qatar 908, ready for takeoff at runway 35, departing north. November 959 Papa Oscar, hold short of runway 35. Qatar 908, hold short of runway 35. Holding short runway 35, Qatar 908. Holding short runway 35, November 959 Papa Oscar. New Zealand 204 heavy, contact Canberra approach on 124.5. Contacting Canberra approach on 124.5, New Zealand 204 heavy. United 965, runway 35, cleared for immediate takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 35, United 965. United 965, contact Canberra approach on 124.5. Contacting Canberra approach on 124.5, United 965. Qatar 908, line up and wait runway 35. Line up and wait runway 35, Qatar 908. Going around, Transavia 15. Transavia 15, contact Canberra approach on 124.5. Canberra Tower, Papa Kilo Foxtrot Lima Sierra is 6 nautical miles to the south at 3,800 feet, inbound for landing. Papa Kilo Foxtrot Lima Sierra, number 1, runway 35, cleared to land. Contacting Canberra approach on 124.5, Transavia 15. Number 1, cleared to land. Runway 35, Papa Kilo Foxtrot Lima Sierra. Qatar 908, runway 35, cleared for immediate takeoff. November 959 Papa Oscar, line up and wait runway 35. Cleared for takeoff, runway 35, Qatar 908. Line up and wait runway 35, November 959 Papa Oscar. Canberra Tower, Qantas Link 8400, ready for takeoff at runway 35, departing east. November 959 Papa Oscar, runway 35, cleared for immediate takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 35, November 959 Papa Oscar. Qantas link 8400, hold short of runway 35. Holding short runway 35, Qantas link 8400. Category 908, contact Canberra approach on 124.5. Contacting Canberra approach on 124.5, category 908. November 712 Mike Romeo is 29 nautical miles north of Maruia at 32,000 feet, requesting Isles approach runway 35 at Canberra. Category 908 is 3 nautical miles north of Canberra at 5,000 feet, requesting radar vectors to Sydney Kingsford. Contacting Sydney approach on 124.4, Virgin 49 Heavy. Hotel India 420, turn left heading 240. Turn left heading 240, Hotel India 420. Roger, category 908. November 712 Mike Romeo, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 35 at Canberra. November 734 Juliet Quebec is 15 nautical miles northwest of Canberra at 30,000 feet, requesting Isles approach runway 35 at Canberra. Lufthansa 440 Heavy, turn right heading 250. November 734 Juliet Quebec, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 35 at Canberra. Roger, November 734 Juliet Quebec. November 734 Juliet Quebec, descend and maintain 10,000. Descend and maintain 10,000. November 734 Juliet Quebec. Hotel India 420, descend and maintain 5,000. Descend and maintain 5,000. Hotel India 420. November 505 November Alpha Super, turn right heading 310. Turn right heading 310. November 505 November Alpha Super. Alpha India 571, contact Sydney approach on 124.4. Contacting Sydney approach on 124.4, Alpha India 571. Transavia 15, climb and maintain 7,000. Climb and maintain 7,000, Transavia 15. November 505 November Alpha Super, do not exceed 210 knots. Contacting Canberra approach on 124.5, November 959 Papa Oscar, do not exceed 210 knots. November 505 November Alpha Super. Qantas 24 Heavy, turn right heading 270. Turn right heading 270, Qantas 24 Heavy. Hotel India 420, reduce speed to 200 knots. Canberra approach, Singapore 212, with you. Reduce speed to 200 knots. Hotel India 420. Singapore 212, roger. Singapore 212 is 17 nautical miles southeast of Goulburn at 16,600 feet, requesting radar vectors to Canberra. Hotel India 420, descend and maintain 4,500. Descend and maintain 4,500, Hotel India 420. Qantas 24 Heavy, descend and maintain 7,500. Descend and maintain 7,500, Qantas 24 Heavy. Category 908, request frequency change. November 505 November Alpha Super, reduce speed to 190 knots. Reduce speed to 190 knots. November 505 November Alpha Super. Singapore 212, expect vectors to Canberra. Roger, Singapore 212. Category 908, frequency change approved. Good day. Frequency change approved. Category 908, good day. Singapore 212 is 17 nautical miles southeast of Goulburn at 15,800 feet, requesting Isles approach runway 35 at Canberra. Category 908, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Sydney approach on 124.4. Category 908 is 15 nautical miles northwest of Canberra at 12,500 feet. Requesting radar vectors to Sydney Kingsford. Category 908, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 34 right at Sydney Kingsford. Roger. Category 908. Category 908, do not exceed 270 knots. Do not exceed 270 knots. Category 908. United 965, do not exceed 260 knots. Do not exceed 260 knots. United 965. New Zealand 204 heavy, turn right heading 280. Air China 176 heavy, turn left heading 350. Olympic 323, turn left heading 360. Virgin 49 heavy, turn left heading 010. Turn left heading 350. Air China 176 heavy, turn left heading 360. Olympic 323, turn right heading 280. New Zealand 204 heavy. American 1547, contact Canberra Unicum on 118.7. Sydney approach, November 108 Golf Uniform, with you. November 108 Golf Uniform, contact Canberra Unicum on 118.7. Air China 176 heavy, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared Isles runway 34 right approach 738 heavy, with you. Qantas 738 heavy, roger. Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 120.5, Air China 176 heavy. Turn right heading 300, descend and maintain 8000, New Zealand 204 heavy. Qantas 23, do not exceed 210 knots. Turn left heading 040, descend and maintain 6000, United 965. Qantas Link 143, contact Canberra Unicum on 118.7. Olympic 323, turn left heading 350. Turn left heading 350, Olympic 323. Contacting Canberra Unicum on 118.7, Qantas Link 143. Indonesia 77, turn left heading 030. New Zealand 204 heavy, turn right heading 050. Turn right heading 050, New Zealand 204 heavy. November 959 Papa Oscar, turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 13,000. Turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 13,000. November 959 Papa Oscar. Olympic 323, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 120.5. Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 120.5, Olympic 323. New Zealand 204 heavy, descend and maintain 8000. Turn left heading 360, Qantas 23. Descend and maintain 8000, New Zealand 204 heavy. Virgin 49 heavy, turn left heading 360. Qantas 23, turn left heading 360. Category 908, requesting descent to 7500. Category 908, descend and maintain 8000. Jet Airways 301, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 34 left at Sydney Kingsford. Virgin 49 heavy, do not exceed 180 knots. Do not exceed 180 knots. Virgin 49 heavy. November 959 Papa Oscar, please follow instructions. Turn right heading 120, climb and maintain 4000. Jet Airways 301. Delta 024, roger. Delta 024, contact Canberra Unicum on 118.7. Qantas 657 Super, frequency change approved. Good day. Frequency change approved. Qantas 657 Super, good day. New Zealand 204 heavy, turn right heading 070. Turn right heading 070, New Zealand 204 heavy. Virgin 49 heavy, turn left heading 350. Contacting Canberra Unicum on 118.7, Delta 024. Indonesia 77, turn left heading 020, descend and maintain 3000. United 965, turn left heading 020, descend and maintain 3000. Turn left heading 020, descend and maintain 3000. Indonesia 77. Category 908, turn left heading 050. Turn left heading 020, descend and maintain 3000. United 965. Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 120.5, Virgin 49 Heavy. Jet Airways 301. Turn right heading 140. Turn left heading 350. Qantas 23. Indonesia 77. Maintain 220 knots or greater. November 959 Papa Oscar. Turn left heading 080. Maintain 220 knots or greater. Indonesia 77. Indonesia 77. Turn left heading 360. New Zealand 204 Heavy. Descend and maintain 5000. Turn left heading 360. Indonesia 77. Air China 176 Heavy is 2 nautical miles north of Sydney Kingsford at 1,100 feet. Requesting IELTS approach runway 34 right at Sydney Kingsford. Roger. Air China 176 Heavy. Air China 176 Heavy. Turn right heading 110. Climb and maintain 4000. New Zealand 204 Heavy. Turn left heading 040. Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 120.5. Qantas 23. Jet Airways 301. Turn right heading 150. Descend and maintain 2000. November 959 Papa Oscar. Maintain 230 knots or greater. Category 908. Turn left heading 040. Turn left heading 040. Category 908. Turn right heading 150. Descend and maintain 2000. Jet Airways 301. Maintain 230 knots or greater. November 959 Papa Oscar. New Zealand 204 Heavy. Do not exceed 210 knots. United 965. Turn left heading 360. Do not exceed 210 knots. New Zealand 204 Heavy. Category 908. Descend and maintain 5000. Air China 176 Heavy. Turn right heading 140. Descend and maintain 5000. Category 908. Turn left heading 360. United 965. November 959 Papa Oscar. Descend and maintain 11,000. Turn right heading 140. Air China 176 Heavy. Descend and maintain 11,000. November 959 Papa Oscar. Etihad 002. Contact Canberra Unicum on 118.7. Sydney approach. Boston Strong 617. With you. Boston Strong 617. Expect vectors for the IELTS approach runway 34 right at Sydney Kingsford. Boston Strong 617 is 4 nautical miles west of Canberra at 8,200 feet. Requesting radar vectors to Sydney Kingsford. Roger. Boston Strong 617. Boston Strong 617. Turn right heading 040. Climb and maintain 11,000. Air China 176 Heavy. Turn right heading 150. Qantas 738 Heavy is 9 nautical miles south of Wilton at 11,000 feet. Flying VFR. Jet Airways 301. Do not exceed 180 knots. Qantas 738 Heavy. Roger. Proceed on course. Proceed on course. Qantas 738 Heavy. Do not exceed 180 knots. Jet Airways 301. Qantas Link 1419 is 8 nautical miles north of Sydney Kingsford at 9,100 feet. Requesting flight following to Canberra. Category 908. Turn left heading 020. Descend and maintain 3000. Jet Airways 301. Turn right heading 190. Qantas Link 1419. Proceed on course to Canberra. Turn right heading 190. Jet Airways 301. Proceed on course. Qantas Link 1419. November 959 Papa Oscar. Turn left heading 070. Descend and maintain 5000. Indonesia 77. Turn left heading 350. Turn left heading 350. Indonesia 77. Roger. November 822 Papa X-Ray Super. Boston Strong 617. Turn right heading 050. Descend and maintain 6000. Qantas Link 1419. Contact Canberra Unicum on 118.7. Indonesia 77. Contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 120.5. Turn right heading 050. Descend and maintain 6000. Boston Strong 617. Jet Airways 301. Turn right heading 240. Turn right heading 240. Jet Airways 301. Proceed on course. Qantas 865. Sydney approach. Qantas link 681. With you. Descend and maintain 11,000. November 822 Papa X-Ray Super. Jet Airways 301. Turn right heading 270. Qantas link 681 is 17 nautical miles west of Mittagong at 20,900 feet. Requesting radar vectors to Sydney Kingsford. Maintain current altitude until established on the localizer. Cleared aisles runway 34 right. United 965. Uniform Papa Sierra 006 Heavy is 5 nautical miles southeast of Halsworthy at 3,000 feet. Requesting flight following to Canberra. Do not exceed 270 knots. November 822 Papa X-Ray Super. Jet Airways 301. Turn right heading 300. United 965. Contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 120.5. Proceed on course. Uniform Papa Sierra 006 Heavy. Qantas link 681. Expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 34 right at Sydney Kingsford. Qantas link 681. Turn right heading 090. Descend and maintain 14,000. Hotel Oscar Delta 67 Kilo is 4 nautical miles east of Bankstown at 6,600 feet. Flying VFR. Qatari 908. Turn left heading 360. Turn left heading 360. Qatari 908. Boston Strong 617. Turn left heading 030. November 822 Papa X-Ray Super. Descend and maintain 10,000. Qantas link 681. Turn right heading 080. Descend and maintain 10,000. November 822 Papa X-Ray Super. Jet Airways 301. Turn right heading 310. Climb and maintain 2,000. Maintain 2,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared aisles runway 34 left approach. Uniform Papa Sierra 006 Heavy. Altitude at your discretion. Frequency change approved. Qantas 738 Heavy. Good day. Contacting Canberra Unicum on 118.7. Uniform Papa Sierra 006 Heavy. November 959 Papa Oscar. Turn left heading 360. Descend and maintain 3,000. Stand by. Qantas 738 Heavy. Turn left heading 360. Descend and maintain 3,000. November 959 Papa Oscar. Qantas link 143 is 10 nautical miles northwest of Canberra at 24,200 feet. Requesting flight following to Canberra. Corporate 46 is 4 nautical miles west of Sydney Kingsford at 3,900 feet. Requesting flight following to Nora Military. Corporate 46. Proceed on course to Nora Military. Proceed on course. Corporate 34 left. Qatari 908. Number 2. Runway 34 left. Cleared to land. Number 2. Cleared to land. Runway 34 left. Qatari 908. Qatari 30 Heavy. Contact Sydney approach on 124.4. Contacting Sydney approach on 124.4. Qatari 30 Heavy. Sydney Kingsford Tower, New Zealand 357 Heavy. Inbound on the ILS. Runway 34 right. Sydney Kingsford Tower, November 385 Romeo Yankee Heavy. Ready for takeoff at runway 34 left. Remaining in the pattern. November 385 Romeo Yankee Heavy. Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. Make right traffic. New Zealand 357 Heavy. Number 2. Runway 34 right. Cleared to land. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left. November 385 Romeo Yankee Heavy. Number 2. Cleared to land. Runway 34 right. New Zealand 357 Heavy. Sydney Kingsford Tower, Qantas link 779. Ready for takeoff at runway 25. Departing south. Qantas link 779. Contact Sydney Kingsford ground on 121.7. Qantas link 681. When able turn left. Contact ground on the taxiway. Contacting Sydney Kingsford ground on 121.7. Qantas link 779. Roger. Qantas link 681. Going around. Speedbird 330 Super.
1000.
Sydney Kingsford Tower. Romeo Alpha Yankee Oscar Lima 140. Ready for takeoff at runway 34 left. Departing straight out. Speedbird 330 Super. Contact Sydney Kingsford Unicum on 122.8. Contacting Sydney Kingsford Unicum on 122.8. Speedbird 330 Super. Romeo Alpha Yankee Oscar Lima 140. Hold short of runway 34 left.
500.
Attention all aircraft. No pattern work accepted at this time.
400.
November 385 Romeo Yankee Heavy. Frequency change approved. Good day.
300.
Frequency change approved. November 385 Romeo Yankee Heavy. Good day. Holding short runway 34 left. Romeo Alpha Yankee Oscar Lima 140.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Romeo Alpha Yankee Oscar Lima 140. Line up and wait runway 34 left. Line up and wait runway 34 left. Romeo Alpha Yankee Oscar Lima 140. Category 908. When able turn right. Contact ground on the taxiway. Roger. Category 908. Sydney Kingsford ground. Category 908. Request taxi to parking. Taxiing to runway 07. Qantas Link 779. Category 908. Taxi to parking. Taxiing to parking. Category 908. Sydney Kingsford ground. November 212 X-Ray Hotel. Ready to taxi to runway 07. November 212 X-Ray Hotel. Taxi to runway 07. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 07. November 212 X-Ray Hotel. November 214 Mike Golf. Cross runway 07. Boston Strong 617. Request permission to cross runway 34 left. Crossing runway 07. November 214 Mike Golf. Boston Strong 617. Hold short of runway 34 left. Hold short of runway 34 left. Boston Strong 617. Sydney Kingsford ground. Jetstar 515. Ready for pushback. Jetstar 515. Pushback approved. Pushback approved. Jetstar 515. Category 908. Request permission to cross runway 25. Sydney Kingsford ground. New Zealand 357 heavy. Request taxi to parking. Boston Strong 617. Cross runway 34 left. Crossing runway 34 left. Boston Strong 617. Category 908. Cross runway 07. Crossing runway 07. Category 908. Thank you. Boston Strong 617. New Zealand 357 heavy. Taxi to parking. Sierra India Lima Kilo 22. Cross runway 16 right. Taxiing to parking. New Zealand 357 heavy. Crossing runway 16 right. Sierra India Lima Kilo 22. Qantas Link 779. Request permission to cross runway 34 left. Qantas Link 779. Hold short of runway 07. Hold short of runway 07. Qantas Link 779. Category 908. Request permission to cross runway 34 left. Category 908. Hold short of runway 34 left. Sydney Kingsford ground. Jetstar 515. Ready to taxi. Jetstar 515. Taxi to runway 07. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 07. Jetstar 515. Qantas Link 779. Cross runway 16 right. Crossing runway 16 right. Qantas Link 779. Qatar 908. Cross runway 34 left. Crossing runway 34 left. Qatar 908. New Zealand 642. Taxi to parking. New Zealand 642. Cross runway 07. Crossing runway 07. New Zealand 642. Sydney Kingsford ground. Delta 143. Ready for pushback. Delta 143. Pushback approved. New Zealand 357 heavy. Request permission to cross runway 07. Pushback approved. Delta 143. Sydney Kingsford ground. Hotel uniform November. Ready for pushback. New Zealand 357 heavy. Cross runway 07. Hotel uniform November. Pushback approved. Sydney Kingsford ground. Jetstar 117. Ready for pushback. Crossing runway 07. New